Welcome back. It is Tuesday, June 18th, and the MLB and our four best plays are on the way, including two Dinger Tuesday plays. But without further ado, it's Austin joined by Logan. Let's recap yesterday. 8-2 day. There's a little bit of juice. Our winners, we had the Max Fried under and hits allowed, pretty sweat-free. He didn't really pitch too well, but inefficient, but we'll take it. Phillies team total over 2.5, pretty easy. Our two losers, parlay of the day. Shout out Marcus Semien for going 0 for 3 and a walk. That doesn't help us. And then Brewers Angels under 4.5, first 5. An annoying late scratch by Jose Soriano. Don't really know if it would have made a difference because the Brewers pitcher gave up 5 by himself. And the full game, of course, did go under per usual. That's just how it works. But either way, a 2-2 day. We got another 4 picks incoming. Let's dive into them. As always, we appreciate you guys' love and support every single day. And today, we're doing another giveaway. You know we like to do these on Dinger Tuesdays. I'll dive into my pick, then talk about the giveaway. I'm rolling with Josh Naylor, who's obviously on the Cleveland Guardians. If you know anything and you've been following Twitter or social media over the last few Dinger Tuesdays, you know Josh Naylor has been a legend on Dinger Tuesday. In fact, he's a home run in 6 of his last 7 Tuesday games. Maybe he respects Dinger Tuesday. I don't know, but I'm riding with the hot hand. Also like the matchup against Bryce Miller, who has struggled against lefties, giving up 9 home runs to lefties and 9 home runs on the road. So both of those combined here today in Cleveland, where it kind of can be a launch pad for home runs. I like Josh Naylor. Now, our giveaway is, we just need you guys to comment down below your favorite guy to hit a home run. So go down below, comment. This is what you need. Comment the guy, comment the odds, and the sports book. Whoever has the player that hits the longest shot for home runs, let's say you picked, some random guy to hit a home run, Jose Trevino of the Yankees, and he hits a home run, and you're the one with the longest odds, we'll give away $25 to one random person tomorrow morning. So let us know who you like down below. Like I said, player plus the odds in the book. Person with the best odds will give away $25 tomorrow morning too. But Logan, I'm going to let you talk about your Dinger Tuesday play. Who you rolling with tonight?
Yeah, I got a guy who's going to hit one in the first inning. It's Rafael Devers of the Red Sox, plus 390. I really do like Rafael Devers and his matchup against Chris Bassett. He's kind of owned Chris Bassett in his splits. I think he has the home run type swing, especially. I like Rafael Devers to get a home run. I think there are going to be a lot of home runs in that game. Take advantage of that promo. But Austin, we got the parlay of the day back. Talk about it for a little bit.
Yeah, as always, our first pick of the day, parlay of the day. The hit parlay's been a tad cold, but this one's turning things around. We're never putting Marcus Semien in there again, although he had a chance. He got robbed of a hit in that first inning. And then he got 2. I swear he was so close to hitting a home run, but they were both foul in his last at-bat. But either way, it's parlay of the day. It's back. Top link in description and in pinned comment. And at the end of the video, another 2 hitters we love. These guys have really good splits, and they've been on heaters. I really think they will get the job done. So check out that top link in pinned comment in the description. Now, let's dive into the 3 picks that we're going to talk about in this video, because that's going to be our first pick. Here's our other 3 picks. I'm going to my player prop of the day, and this one's some plus money. I don't think the odds will change a ton. You should get plus money on this. It's going to be Luis Severino, the New York Mets starter, under 2.5 earned runs. I almost choked there. Hopefully that's not Luis Severino, and that's not some bad juju for him today. But this is plus 115 on Bet365, under 2.5 earned runs. Now, last night, the Rangers were embarrassed. They got absolutely smoked. 14-2 loss. Not their fault. They ran into the Grimace Mets. If you know, you know. They've been hot since Grimace threw out the first pitch. Hey, keep rolling with Grimace, I guess. But it's turned into a meme. Well, I think the Rangers are a little bit more competitive in this game. I don't think it's because of their offense. I think their pitching steps up and Michael Lorenzen has a decent outing. However, I think Severino can still hold this offense down because the Rangers offense has been struggling. And let's talk about Severino. On the year, 3.12 ERA and a 1.18 whip. He's been pretty solid for the Mets. Now, his expected ERA is 3.63, so some regression will come eventually, but it's not like it's like, oh, here's his 3.12 ERA. His expected is 4.5. No, I mean, they're pretty similar, and he has some good, underlying metrics, but we just talked about him in earned runs. He's under this line, 2.5 earned runs in 8 of 13 starts. Now, Severino, some good metrics, 89th percentile in barrel percentage and 89th percentile in ground ball percentage. This is a guy that's also been pretty good at keeping the ball in the ballpark on the road. Knock on wood. Only 1 home run allowed in 30 innings pitched on the road. Look, if he can hold the ball in the ballpark, Rangers offense that is struggling, I don't see how they're putting up a ton of runs. They're going to need some hit parade type things, and this has been a team that's struggling. And even if Severino, who will give up some hits, he's given up 7 hits in his last 2 starts, still only allowed 1 earned run in each of those. This is still the guy that's getting those timely outs. 197 batting average allowed with runners in scoring position, and that drops to 192 with runners in scoring position in 2 outs. Like I said, getting those timely outs, which is what we're going to need. And as I talked about, the Rangers have struggled, and I'm not going to wait for them to figure it out. They've struggled in June. They're dead last, 199 in batting average in dead last in WRC plus at a 50 with runners versus right-handed pitchers in June. Obviously, Severino a righty. They're also hitting 205 with runners in scoring position in June. That's 22nd. It's just a team that is struggling to get base runners, and when they get base runners, they strand them. I just can't. This team has just really been struggling, and they've only faced 8 right-handed starting pitchers in June. Of those 8, 7 of the 8 allowed 2 earned runs or less. Obviously, cashing this line. The only guy that went over that they had a good day against was Keaton Wynn, and everyone has a good day against Keaton Wynn. He stinks. Severino as a guy that I think I can trust here today. He's pitched well also against the Rangers. His last time he pitched against them was last year with the Yankees, 6 scoreless. And the last time he pitched in Arlington against the Rangers, 7 innings, 0 hits. So I think he can pitch decently. Semien, 3 for 15 against Severino. Garcia, 2 for 5. He's in a big slump. Seager, 0 for 7. Nate Lowe, 0 for 5. I mean, they've just been struggling. I'm not going to wait for him to figure it out. We'll back Severino, take his under and earned runs today. I like the under and earned runs instead of taking like a team total because we can afford errors. If maybe Severino goes out there, has maybe an inning where he gets the first 2 outs, then there's an error, and he gives up 8 straight hits, well, that's not going to be added to his record. He could give up 9 runs today, and they could be 2 earned runs. That's just how sometimes I like taking those under and earned runs. Plus 115. Love the value. Severino, we're backing you today. But Logan, you got a pick for the kids out there? It's a money line. Who you rolling with?
Yeah, screw the over-unders, especially after yesterday. First 5 over, full game under. Oh, pain. But I have a money line that I really like, and it's gonna be the Diamondbacks on the money line, plus 100 odds on DraftKings is your best value. I'm rolling with the Snakes to take game 1 of this series. Fun fact, Arizona has won every game 1 of the series so far in June. Knock on wood. Hopefully they continue that today for us. They're facing Jake Irvin. He starts for the Nationals today. 3 ERA, 1.04 whip. I tried fading Jake Irvin a few times this year, and it has not worked out for me. The time to target Jake Irvin is at home, though. He's only 1-4 at home versus 4-1 on the road. Look at his home road splits, 3.86 ERA at home versus a 2.55 ERA on the road. For whatever reason, he pitches better on the road. And both these starting pitchers, you'll see their home road splits. It's kind of the case. Jake Irvin, tough on righties, but lefties have fared better against him. Only a 203 batting average allowed to right-handed batters versus a 245 to left-handed batters. Why is that important? Because you look at the best hitters in this Diamondbacks lineup. They're the lefties. Corbin Carroll, Ketel Marte, Jock Peterson, and Geraldo Perdomo are all left-handed bats that should be in the lineup today. I think they get to Jake Irvin in a big way today. And look at the Diamondbacks. They're hitting 358 with runners in scoring position over the last week. That's 4th best in the majors. My philosophy, to try to figure it out and turn things around this year is to back teams that are hot and that are hitting with runners in scoring position. Well, the Diamondbacks fit that today, and I think they get those timely hits against Jake Irvin. And on the other side, it's going to be Slade Cecconi starting for the Diamondbacks, 6.7 ERA and a 1.29 whip. What I like about Cecconi is nobody's running out to back him. Nobody sees him starting, and they're like, oh, you got to press the Diamondbacks button. I kind of like under-the-radar guys like this that have bad numbers seemingly, but you look at his splits. Cecconi, 13.15 ERA at home. Woof. That's bad. Versus a 4.02 ERA on the road. Only a 226 batting average allowed on the road. Hello, here he is on the road today. A better road pitcher. Doesn't have to make sense, but it's what he is. And I think in this spot, he actually pitches okay. Cecconi allowing a 267 batting average with runners in scoring position, but that drops to a 167 with 2 outs and a runner in scoring position. He tightens up a little bit with the 2 out and runner in scoring position. That's how you avoid the big inning. If you got that guy on base, you got to be able to strand him. Cecconi has been doing an okay job at doing that. And then he's going to challenge the Nationals to hit with runners in scoring position, something they have not been doing recently. Only a 213 batting average with runners in scoring position over the last week. That's 21st in the majors for Washington. I think Cecconi can go out and pitch respectably. He doesn't have to go out and shut him out. I think 2 earned runs or less would be a really solid showing for Cecconi. I think he gets that done. And then we go to the bullpens, right? Arizona, 23rd in bullpen ERA. Washington, 17th in bullpen ERA. Do I really give a massive advantage to Washington? Not really. I see these bullpens as neck and neck, each capable of the occasional meltdown. I still think all the advantages in this game are for the Diamondbacks. I think I'll take the road slight underdog in this one. I'll hopefully the Snakes do show up for us as my favorite pick of the day. But Austin, you got another one. Where you going?
I am going to a play that we have not touched all season long. And it's not necessarily a team or a player. It is actually just a type of play that we did a couple times last year. We're really successful. I haven't done a ton of them this year just because they're a little bit different. But let's talk about this one. It is a two-leg SGP. It is the Rockies plus 3.5 in the first 5 and the under 6.5 in the first 5 in that same Rockies and Dodgers game. Now, before you go down below and say, what the heck is this? This is minus 119 on FanDuel. Here's how you place it. If you're on FanDuel, you go to the first 5 innings tab. You will see that. When you click on that, you'll see a couple different alternate run line or an alternate total runs in that game. You'll see the first 5 alternate run line. You'll take the Rockies plus 3.5. Then you'll scroll down a little bit. Take the first 5 alternate total runs under 6.5, which is currently minus 119 paired up together. Now, there are a couple different pivots if you're on different books because FanDuel, to my knowledge, is the only one that has first 5 SGPs. Easy pivot would just be taking the under in the first 5. There is a line at 6.5. That's a tad juiced at like minus 150 or minus 160. The under at 5.5 is plus money. So you go either way with that. I like this one to be a slower scoring game, and I think the Rockies might even win the first 5 and maybe even win this game outright. Now let's talk about Austin Gomber, who will go for the Rockies. First off, great first name. We love to back that. But you look at him, 4.26 ERA and a 1.32 whip. He's not necessarily the best starter in the world. He's not the worst that the Rockies have to offer. And he's actually hasn't pitched in Coors Field since May 10th. He's actually had 5 straight starts on the road and has had some Rocky starts in there. But surprisingly for Gomber, he's actually been better at home than he is on the road. And that might seem weird. You're like, a guy better at home in Coors Field than on the road, where honestly Coors Field, the worst pitcher park in the world. But still, Gomber, 3.14 ERA at home and a 229 batting average allowed at home compared to 505 on the road. Or the 281 batting average allowed on the road. Like I said, he's actually been much better at home. His last 12 starts at home, the Rockies, he has a 3-2 record, and the Rockies with a 4.05 ERA. He's actually allowed 2 earned runs or fewer in 9 of his last 12 home starts, 4 earned runs or fewer in 11 of his last 12 home starts. And at the end of the day, I think this one comes down to Gomber. Because if Gomber gets rocked and gives up 6 runs, well, we lost. If he gives up 5 runs, we've lost. We can afford a 4 earned run type performance. We just need the Rockies to not score 2 or not score 3, but also at least score 1 because we need them plus 3.5 in the first 5. Obviously, we know he's going to have a talented matchup against the Dodgers. We know that. But you look at the Dodgers lines. I mean, heck, Shohei Ohtani yesterday, he was plus 140 to hit a home run. Today he's like plus 240. I think Gomber's going to come in here and pitch decently. Will he pitch a shutout? No, but if he does, hey, tip off the cap to him because we probably cashed. But his last 2 starts against the Dodgers have been respectable. Last year, 5 innings pitched, 2 earned runs. Earlier this year, 3 innings pitched, 3 earned runs. They ran up his pitch count. He didn't pitch well. That was also with Mookie Betts, who had a leadoff home run against him. At the end of the day, I think Gomber can hold things down. We don't need him to pitch a shutout. We don't even need him to throw 2 earned runs. But 3 earned runs, maybe 4. I think we got a good chance to cash in this bet. We can't afford 5 or 6, but we know that. Next up is going to be Walker Buehler, who will start for the Dodgers. Now, I think that the Rockies can put up some runs on him. I just don't trust their lineup to put up, a 5-6 earned run type performance on Buehler. 2 or 3, we can honestly live with something like that. And you look at Buehler, 4.64 ERA and a 1.45 whip. He's allowed 3 earned runs or less in all 7 starts this season, and we can afford like a 2 to 3 earned run type start. Buehler faced the Rockies earlier in May, about May 31st, or about a month ago. 6 innings pitched, 3 earned runs in that game. They were able to do some damage to him, but that was a different Rockies offense. They had Elias Diaz, Chris Bryant, who honestly has sucked this year, but Brendan Rodgers, those guys have been decently, at least Elias Diaz and Brendan Rodgers. This is just a Rockies lineup that is disgusting. You look at it, the one they try out there, they got a lot of guys batting under 200, a lot of guys that like to swing in the dirt. I think Buehler can at least pitch around some of those things and get some timely outs here against the Rockies offense. I'm honestly not too scared of. Maybe McMahon and Blackman will do some damage, but other than that, there's not a lot of bats in there that I'm like, oh no, run away. Nope. I'm just not scared of that team a ton. I think this is a lower scoring game. I think the Rockies have a chance at winning it. And if they do have a chance at winning, it's got to be lower scoring because I don't see them winning in a shootout. So give me this first 5 SGP. I know it's a little bit of a weird play, but Rockies plus 3.5 parlayed with the under 6.5, both only in the first 5. Obviously not the full game. I really like this at minus 119. And if this FanDuel first 5 SGP hits, maybe we start running back another one because we'll keep throwing different things, see what sticks, see what works, and continue to ride with those hot hands. So I really like this. I'm going to roll with it. First 5 SGP, our first of the season. But Logan, you had a Nerfy lean for the kids out there. I'll let you give it out since we don't have an official one on the card. Which one did you look at?
Yeah, these Nerfy leans are ones we considered but didn't like enough to make it one unit. I mean, we're trying to get out a hole, guys. If forcing Nerfies is not the way to do so. But if we were to pick one today, it would probably be the Phillies and Padres. No run first inning in that one. You got Michael King and Aaron Nola. Funny enough, I will actually be at that game, so I'm probably going to bet the Nerfy myself, and hopefully I'm not in a Yerfy shambles. But I think when we look at these lineups, I mean, you got to avoid a Schwarbaum. Trey Turner's an auto out. He's not in his rhythm yet. Obviously, second game back from injury. And then you got Bryce Harper, who's always an annoying out. And then on the other side, I really do think Aaron Nola has a bounce back outing. He pitches better at home anyway. I think that one's a really solid Nerfy look. I just couldn't convince Austin to put it on the card. You know, if we don't see eye to eye on these Nerfies, it doesn't make our card, but that would be my strong Nerfy lean.
And the Nerfy I looked at, but obviously we didn't see eye to eye, was the Red Sox and Blue Jays. The Blue Jays, we know how bad they've been in the first inning. Red Sox have been obviously pretty good. They're swinging the bats pretty well, which is why we're not going to touch it. But Chris Bassett's been pretty good in the first inning, so I think he can maybe navigate it. And Rafael Devers, since Logan's on him to hit a dinger, he might not put the ball in play today. So that's an easy out too. So, but that's just a couple Nerfy leans. Yes, sure, a Nerfy lean hit, which was that Marlins Cardinals one, but we're just not going to force one and we don't love it. So maybe Nerfy Nation can fly the flags tomorrow. Maybe we have some better ones out there. So good luck on all the Nerfy Nation fiends out there that are betting the Nerfies regardless. But those are favorite picks of the day. A reminder, parlay of the day will be linked on the screen once it is live. We're going to go write it up once this video drops. So go check that out. 2 players we love to get a hit, playing it for 1 unit. And this one's hitting today. We need it. We need it in the worst way. Y'all have a great day. We'll see you guys back again tomorrow with some more. And obviously, like I said at the top of the show, comment your favorite Dinger Tuesday play. Person with the highest odds commented down below. Put the odds in the FanDuel or whatever sportsbook you're using it on. We'll give away $25 too. So go do that. Do that now, then click on the parlay of the day. We'll see you guys back tomorrow. Peace.